If you're from Iowa City, you've probably heard of the legend of the Black Angel. It was one of those things that stupid teens would tell each other to go kiss the statue or kiss the esteemed other under the angel at a certain time, usually Halloween, and something would happen. Most of this was bullshit. My friends and I decided to go on Halloween and kiss the statue. We were stupid teens at the time and had no idea of what we were getting into. When I got my friend's car, let's call him Mark, he had an ecstatic look on his face. "So excited to do this, man. It's gonna be epic," he said, grinning. Currently, I was excited too myself, but there was a feeling in the pit of my stomach that we were going to do something wrong. "Are you sure you want to do this?" I asked Mark. "Hell yeah," he enthusiastically affirmed. We pulled into the parking lot. We saw his girlfriend Mara sitting in a car waiting for us. She was reluctant because one of the legends that was, if a girl kissed a statue who was a virgin, the statue would glow gold. So Mark convinced her to come along with us. "Hey," she said without looking up from her phone. "Hey babe, let's do this shit," Mark said back. We walked down the path to the angel statue. The supposed real story is that the angel was from the 1800s, and due to the wear and tear of rust, it became black. People, of course, believe that there were other causes. I volunteered to go first to get it over with, and I kissed it right on the lips. Nothing. Ha! Lots of hype for nothing, Mara snarked. "Just wait," Mark said. Mark hopped up and kissed it right on the lips. Still nothing. Mark looked down with a sigh. "Alright, babe. Third time's the charm," Mark said, disappointed. "Whatever," Mara said. Finally, she put her phone down and hopped up onto the statue. She kissed the statue in the same exact spot. "Ow, what the hell?" she screamed. Her lips started to dribble down blood in her face and onto her shirt. Suddenly, the strangest thing happened. The angel made a sound that sounded like rubbing metal against metal, and there was mechanisms not used for 200 years inside. I noticed that there was now a new inscription where the lips used to be. It read, "Look to where the angel points, for they know she does not disappoint." "Holy shit," Mark said. "Does anyone have a tissue?" Mara asked. Mark was so infatuated with what he discovered, he didn't notice that his girlfriend was still bleeding. I forgot I had some tissues because it was fall and I have some terrible allergies. "Here, I have some tissues." I tried my best to help her and ended up giving her the whole package. "Thanks. I'll go check to see if I have any band-aids in my car," she said. Then Mark yelled, "I figured it out!" I looked over at him and he was looking along the arm of the Black Angel as if it was a gun sight. "Over there," he chimed while pointing at one of the mausoleums, except this one did not look like the rest. It was made of brick and much larger than the rest. It also looked new. Being that the cemetery was from the 1800s, most of the objects around were worn. Mark excitedly ran over to the structure and looked at the sign next to the door. "Look at this!" he yelled. Mara and I made our way over after she patched up her lip. There was a metal sign with a symbol of an angel and an arrow to the door. "We have to go in," Mark said excitedly. I just shrugged and Mara followed both of us in. We entered, and the shelves of where corpses reside lined walls for about 10 feet, and then there was another door. It had the same symbol as in the front of the mausoleum. Before we could say anything, Mark opened the door and revealed a long staircase into a light hallway. We slowly crept down, step by step, and Mark moved to the bottom quicker than us. He ducked down and motioned for us to do the same. "There's people down here," he whispered. We crouched behind this short wall that was connected to arches in a hallway that seemed to go on until you could not see where it ended. Behind the arches there was groups and groups of people, all dressed in black robes. They were wearing hoods, so you could not tell who they were. Not that it mattered, because they all moved as one, chanting in some foreign language that none of us could understand. Then they stopped. One of them, he seemed to be the leader, stepped out from behind the group. "Brothers, sisters, it is time. The angel is hungry. She must be fed," His voice was without tone or emotion. "Bring in the food," he commanded. "Hold!" he suddenly shouted. Then he turned directly towards us. I could not see his eyes, but I knew he was staring right at us. "Brothers, sisters, she has provided us with food," he bellowed. Instantly, a group of them inhumanly ran over and grabbed us. I struggled and struggled, but it was no use. Then I noticed their eyes. The eyes. They had no whites. It was all soulless black, just like the angel. They pulled Mara to the center of the circle. "You have the wonderful chance of becoming one with her," he growled. "Let her go!" Mark shouted. "Silence, before I slit your throat," the man yelled. He pulled out a large, long, curved piece of metal. Then he put it up to her throat. "Don't you fucking dare!" Mark screamed. I looked away as the man dragged the blade across her throat. Immediately after, Mark punched the nearest person and pushed mine over. "Run!" he yelled. I got up and we ran and ran. We never looked back. We got in his car and peeled off. I had stayed at Mark's for the night because we were both terrified that someone would come for us. We had no idea who was part of this, and they could strike at any time. They never found Mara. Never even found a body. Soon after, Mark didn't show up for school for a while. He went missing the same as Mara. Never found him either. I have decided I'm going to confront this. I've been trying to forget what happened, but now I realize I must confront this. I'm going to the Oakland Cemetery. I'm going to destroy the angel.